Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the MoreTry TianMa 3x3. There are 4 versions of it. These, I believe, are the final version of this cube. This cube's currently on pre-order on TheCubicle.com. You can get it probably late March, early April. We're going to go over the differences and how we feel about these 4 new releases. So before we start the video, it's pretty clear I look good, right? Wearing a new Jothanon tank top, and for every like we have in this video, I will pet Jothanon one time on video. All right, so let's get started. We have 4 different cubes, and they added a trademark symbol on each of them. Not sure how I feel about that. It feels kind of weird, but at least now they're color-coded. The single one is gold. The double one is purple. We call this the Snap version. This is terminology that we made up.
That's a nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the f up.
And the Maglev is teal, kind of like the original logo. Basically, these are newer versions of the same puzzles we reviewed last time on our older video. MoreTry as a company made some changes based on community feedback, and would like to think that some of it's based on our feedback. So, all right, so this is the single version. It has orange magnets on the inside. So let's turn this cube. Ooh, the M-Slice is so fast. The magnets are a lot weaker now. So if you remember our old video, we complained pretty aggressively that the magnet strength was way too strong and it risked alienating users. And now they've toned down the magnet strength. I would say this will alienate fewer people. I think it's a little light, but at the same time, it's not going to be like a huge turnoff. So I think this is, all things considered, an improvement. The cube is so fast naturally. Yeah, I can't do a U5. You probably can, right? Yeah. Give it a shot.
Okay. That was close.
That was almost, that's pretty much U5.
That is.
Because it's closer to...
it's over 45.
Yeah.
But I want to get a clean one. Oh, that was really close.
Okay, well, sorry, that was a really weird distraction. Typically, we don't get the opportunity to do this on any cube, so I don't think that's a good thing, but of course there's lube. You can set the cube up, you can, adjust the elasticity, you can change the tension. So it doesn't mean that this cube is naturally going to be out of control, but it is extremely fast out of the box. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a look at the double version. This is the one with the feet magnets, like over here. All right, so let's turn this. It definitely feels more magnetic. I can certainly feel that there is something else in this cube that distinguishes it from the previous model. So that's fantastic. These magnets, like everything put together, gives it a pretty good magnetic feel. So I think this, with a good setup, could feel quite good. And I like it a lot more than the single version. So now we're gonna go to the fancier one. We call this one the Snap. This is terminology that Damien invented. So it's like kind of an in-house title that we gave this cube. It's pretty much like leap technology from GAN. And that is, if you reach a certain point in your turn, it'll just snap into place and turn. So I think when you reach 45 degrees, it'll just go. So that's an interesting feeling. More and more cubes have been adopting this style of magnetization. And I must say, I really like this cube. Like, the magnets aren't so strong that I'm just like, okay, I'm totally done with this. Because honestly, last time I tried this cube, I kind of checked out after I noticed how strong the magnets were. This one feels very, very normal. And I think with setup, it could be quite good. I'm gonna try the M-Slices now, because the M-Slices still kind of concern me. The M-Slices feel better. There is something in this cube that makes the M-Slices less, out of control. It's crazy. Yeah, I was doing M2s and like by accident, and this cube, oh, well, you can also do M2s by accident, but at least they snap into place. But yeah, I'm a pretty big fan. I think out of all the cubes, this one is definitely the best one so far. Of course, we have one last one. This is the Maglev. So this cube is kind of similar to this cube. This one's a little squishy. It deforms very easily. I think definitely whatever we do to this, we won't have to lube it to make it more controllable because it does deform a lot. This one, not so much. So yeah, this one's extra squishy. Honestly, I think this one, the third one, is the one that I like the most. Like you'd imagine the fanciest one would be the one that is the most appealing, but it's actually one of the ones in the middle. So now we're gonna take apart the Maglev one. We figured we'd take this one apart because it has the most features and we'll be able to show you the most stuff. So let me tell you a story. When I was a young cuber, I loved taking stuff apart. I loved studying the mechanisms. I'm so scared of taking this apart right now. So apparently this has like multiple magnets on top of each other to do something. I'm so scared that if I take it apart, I won't be able to put it back together. So we're gonna carefully unscrew this. I feel like I'm defusing a bomb or something. All right. Ooh, look how pretty this is. This is so pretty. Okay, I hear some, oh my God, what is that? What the hell is this? Okay, check it out. So there is a magnet inside of here. I'm trying to get it out, but I don't think it comes out. So I'm just gonna assume that it doesn't. Look how many magnets there are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nani?
5? So there are actually 6 magnets. They all got stuck here. So let's collect them all. All of these stack up and repel this one. Why? I mean, like, this is probably some engineer that's like, oh yes, like my grand design has come to life. But like, so there's a difference between like something working theoretically and something working practically, right? Sure, okay, an engineer might be able to tell me, Phil, you're a moron. Like, this is what it does, but honestly, like, what's the practical difference for a cuber when feeling a speed cube that's been like lubed and set up? Like, this set of magnets approximates a spring. I just don't understand why that would be appealing to an everyday person. I understand why it would appeal to an engineer. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to put this back together. This is how the snap works. So basically these feet have these magnets. Not only do they attract 2 magnets in the edge, they repel the ring magnet on the bottommost ring magnet in the center. So when you make a turn like 45 degrees, it starts repelling at this point and it propels the turn forward. So we are going to lube this cube, then see how it performs. Where can I lube it? I can probably lube the spring. Yep. I think I want to lube this like a yo cube because like that's all the rage nowadays, right? So I'm gonna put some Dignitas on the edge like this. Yeah, I'll add a little bit just so I can, you know, get that like smooth feel. Okay. Yep, my M slices are fine. The cube feels pretty good. I have no problems turning. Let's do some solves. All right, so here I am gonna talk about this cube a little bit while you watch my solves. The cube actually was a really pleasant surprise. I was able to put some slower, heavier lube in it, and it really helped. And as I did my session, I did not feel the cube eat the lube. You know how some cubes just do that, and then at the end of your session, you don't feel like you've lubed a cube. It's still staying, it's pretty good, so I guess the texture inside fulfills its purpose pretty well. I did make some mistakes on the M turns. I think if I had to seriously consider using this as my main, I'd get used to it eventually. You know, after doing hundreds and hundreds of solves, probably get a better feel for what M turns I should be making. But my first like 10-20 solves that I've done definitely made more mistakes than normal on the M slices. But other than that, the cube feels great. The responsiveness is really nice. I like the crisp feel. The magnet strength is pretty spot on for me. I have a pretty high opinion of this cube. I don't know if I will main this cube at the end of the day, but it's definitely possible. I'm not going to write it off yet. I think this could be a main for quite a few people who like this sort of feel. Good job, MoreTry. They tried more and paid off, especially on this cube. I really like the Snap, the third version. All right, well, thank you so much for watching our video. This is one of those rare occasions where we make multiple videos on the same cube, and that's because this company really took it upon themselves to make changes based on feedback, and that's something that we really think is really respectable. Usually when you make something and someone tells you that they don't like it, it can kind of feel uncomfortable, but I think this company took it really well. They actually did it. They tried more. And again, if you want to pick up any of these puzzles, we have them on TheCubicle.com. They should be in the new section because they are extremely new. Hopefully you guys can get the puzzle and enjoy it.